Hey guys, Blood and Everything here, and today we are going to be doing a video on Nikon's least expensive full-frame camera. So this camera can be bought for about $600 to $700, all the way up to $900, I believe, is like the most expensive I could find. But this camera is so inexpensive for a full-frame sensor. So how are they doing this? How is Nikon offering the D700 for so little money, such little money? And I figured it out. And so pretty much, it can't do live view and it can't do video recording. So I believe this is more of an analog sensor, if that makes any sense. So it's more of the kind of sensor that you would have in a very simplified version of what I believe this camera is a lot like those picture cameras you bring with you that have like film and then you develop them in pharmacies. I don't know if anybody still uses those, but this is kind of, I think this is kind of like that, except it's not at all like a film or anything like that, but I believe it does not have the capability to record video. I know it doesn't have the capability to record video, but yet inside of the settings, the camera has an option for either NTSC or PAL, which is really confusing. And so I think what I've discovered is that this does not have the type of sensor required for video, which makes it much more expensive in the D850 and crazy huge expensive cameras like that. But the D700 is nevertheless a really cool camera, and it can shoot such amazing pictures like these on the screen. And also, on top of that, it can take pictures of the galaxy, which really you can't do too effectively with a Canon 80D or a micro four thirds sensor, which is what the Canon 80D is. This full-frame sensor, however, will be able to capture a great picture of the galaxy, and something that micro four thirds sensor really isn't capable of doing, even with the perfect of settings. But this camera runs on a CPAS card. I don't know if this is a thing across most Nikon cameras, but my Canon camera shoots on an SD card, and I think that you can shoot on an SD card all the way up to the 1DX Mark II, but the 1DX Mark II does require a CPAS card, I think. But everything like in the 5D series, I thought it shot on a SD card, but tell me if I'm wrong. So that's this camera, this D700, and I also want to show you one of the lenses that came with it, because it's a fisheye, and I really like it. So this is the Rokinon, I don't know how to pronounce this very well, but it's a fixed millimeter lens, which is, I'm not 100% sure, I believe it's like 12 millimeters or something like that, 14 millimeters. So I do have a lens that shoots wider than this, but this is actually probably the best wide-angle lens I've ever seen in real life, because of the quality of the glass and the fact that it's actually warping glass and not just the glass that's behind it that's making it wider angle, and the fact that it has a wider aperture. So this is a cool lens because it's really high quality. And this lens is about $800, I believe, and it's kind of surprising to me. Again, there's that inexpensive. The thing that I found with this lens that makes it this inexpensive, with that nice of a piece of glass in front of it, is that it's a manual focus. Yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I wanted to show you my friend's camera setup. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also please share with your friends, because share is caring.